For most of my 20s, I was an expert at denial. I built this fortress around my heart, convincing myself that every intense feeling I had for a woman was just, deep admiration. I was just really, really impressed by their talent or their style or their wit. It was a story I told myself over and over, and for a long time, I believed it. That mindset was practically unbreakable until Maya walked into my life. She transferred to our office from another city, and it was like a switch had been flipped. The whole place suddenly felt electric. Maya radiated this incredible charisma, this effortless confidence that was both intimidating and completely magnetic. She had a mischievous spark in her eye and a laugh that could fill a room. We were paired on a project, and that was it. We just clicked. Our friendship was forged in the trenches of late-night deadlines, fueled by lukewarm coffee and a shared, slightly obsessive love for obscure indie films. We'd spend hours after work, supposedly finalizing presentations, but mostly just talking about everything and nothing. Maya was just cool. There's no other word for it. She had this bold, eclectic style and a way of looking at you that made you feel like you were the only person in the world. I remember sitting in these painfully long, boring meetings, and she'd catch my eye from across the conference table and give me this tiny conspiratorial wink. It was our secret language, and it made the dullest moments feel like an adventure. I found myself thinking about her all the time. I'd replay our conversations, her laugh, the way she'd playfully nudge me when she told a joke. The walls of my fortress were starting to crack, but I was still clinging to my old story. This was just a really, really good friendship, that's all. Then came the Friday that changed everything. The work week had been brutal, and as we were packing up, Maya leaned against my desk. "Forget going home," she said, her eyes sparkling. "I know a place, rooftop art show. You, me, and the entire city at our feet. What do you say?" How could I say no to that? An hour later, we were stepping out onto a rooftop that felt like it was floating above the world. The view was breathtaking. The sun was setting, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, and the skyscrapers were beginning to glitter like a sea of diamonds. Soft music drifted on the warm evening breeze, and people milled around, glasses in hand, looking at paintings propped up on easels. We wandered through the art, but honestly, I was more captivated by Maya. She was in her element, pointing out her favorite pieces, telling me stories about the artists, and making me laugh so hard I had to clutch my stomach. With every joke, with every shared glance, I felt something shifting inside me. It was a feeling I'd been running from for years, but here, under the open sky with her, it didn't feel scary. It felt right. As the night wore on, the crowd started to thin out. We found ourselves alone in a quiet corner, looking out at the endless expanse of city lights. The energy between us had changed. It was softer now, more intimate. Maya turned to me, her expression suddenly serious. "Okay," she said quietly. "Your turn. Tell me your wildest, most secret dream. The one you've never told anyone." My mind went blank. All I could think about was her right here, so close. The air crackled with unspoken things. Before I could even attempt to form a coherent sentence, she reached out and gently brushed a stray strand of hair from my face. Her touch was electric. My breath caught in my throat. She looked right into my eyes, and it felt like she could see every secret I'd ever kept. "Don't hide," she whispered. "Not with me." And just like that, the floodgates opened. We settled into a couple of deck chairs, the city shimmering below us like a fallen constellation, and we talked. We really talked. I told her things I hadn't even fully admitted to myself. I talked about the confusion, the years of pushing my feelings down, the fear of what it all meant. I laid all my cards on the table, my heart pounding with every word, terrified she would pull away or look at me differently, but Maya didn't flinch. She just listened, her gaze steady and full of a warmth that felt like When I finally ran out of words, my voice thick with emotion, a slow, gentle smile spread across her face, and then she reached for my hand. It was such a simple gesture, but it meant everything. Her thumb started tracing slow, soft circles against my palm, and in that small, quiet touch, I felt more seen and accepted than I ever had in my entire life. The world seemed to fade away. The distant city sounds, the music, the cool night air, it all dissolved into a blur. There was only her. Then softly, she leaned in. Everything happened in slow motion. Her eyes, her smile, the way she closed the small space between us. And when she kissed me, it wasn't a big dramatic movie kiss. It was gentle and questioning and so incredibly tender. In that moment, everything went quiet except for the frantic, thundering pulse of my own heart. It was a revelation. It was the answer to a question I'd been too afraid to ask. It was the sound of my old fortress finally crumbling to dust. We spent the rest of the night on that rooftop. We didn't talk much more. We didn't need to. We were tangled together in a mess of laughter and newfound truth. Her head on my shoulder, my hand still in hers. It was about exploring what it feels like to be completely, utterly safe with another person, to be seen for exactly who you are and to be loved for it. The days that followed were a blur of bravery. Being with Maya gave me the courage to finally find the words for my feelings. I started to understand that this journey wasn't about finding a label or fitting into a box. It was about learning to love fearlessly and to accept the love I deserved in return. Maya taught me that home isn't always a place with four walls and a roof. Sometimes it's a person. It's the person who sees the real you, even when you can't see it yourself, and helps you feel whole. Up there, under those glittering city lights, I finally saw myself clearly for the first time, unapologetic, completely in love, and so ready for whatever came next. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If it resonated with you in any way, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel for more. See you next time.